Triple H hating, man, I had the best year. Sami Zayn beat me, make me wanna shed tears. WrestleMania, my dream fell on deaf ears. Right now they buried me, but maybe next year. Oh, Paul Levesque, are you serious? The head of creative, aka the head of cremation, strikes again and buries Carmelo Hayes weeks before WrestleMania. 40 snooze. Great. Bro won the title December 29th and lost it March 27th. And the biggest moment for Carmelo Hayes was winning the US Championship. Other than that, he had a bunch of random matches with people like Johnny Gargano, Ilya Dragunov, and oh yeah, Dr. Wagner, doing nothing to build his career or giving us any type of moments we're gonna remember. But he still took that and did what he could to make it interesting, and he still made the title look good. And what's his reward for that? He gets beat by Sammy Hogan, and his chance to finally be at WrestleMania gets treated like an exotic dancer, and it gets stripped away. Now, I wanted to see Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn, but I needed WWE Creative to tell the story, and of course they didn't. So if you was gonna go in this direction, then at least make it a triple threat match. You could have had Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, two of your newest superstars that get on the main roster, actually be put over and put in a good light at the biggest show of the year, man. And what made it worse is, soon as the show started at 8 p.m., WWE came out with Carmelo Hayes' new merch! Letting the cat out the bag. The information leaked all over line that he was gonna lose the title. And with the promotion for the new merch, he didn't even have the title on there. So it was pretty obvious that the news was gonna be true. Bro had the belt for 91 days. No PLE appearances, no Saturday Night Lame event appearances, and no storylines. Yo, isn't one of Bro finishers called the first 48? Well, that's perfect now, because his WrestleMania chances just got killed off! But look at the bright side. He likes to walk around calling himself him. The acronym is HIM, and now it fits him better than ever because hope is missing! Especially if he's gonna be booked under Paul Levesque's creative. It's obvious he's not one of his favorites. Now, your boy Bobby Monsoon been trying to eat a little bit more healthier recently, man. I've been staying away from a lot of the junk food. I cut out a lot of the sweets, but I feel like I gained a bunch of pounds yesterday, and maybe a few cavities too, man, after last night's crackdown, because I done had way too much Jelly Roll, and I'm sick of it. Now, don't get me wrong, Jelly Roll has exceeded expectations across the board. Since he's been with WWE, he's been cutting solid promos, looking pretty good in the ring, and his backstage acting been on point. He doesn't come off too cringe or anything. He actually feels like a natural at this. You also have reports that he's been respecting the business, staying behind, helping clean the ring at the Performance Center, so I respect that and what he's been doing. But man, they're booking this guy like he has plans to win the 2027 Royal Rumble and be the next undisputed champion. I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but Jelly Roll was the most featured superstar on Crackdown yesterday. He won a match with Kit Wilson. He had 3 backstage segments with different WWE superstars and another in-ring segment at the end of the show where he got RKO'd by Randy Orton. And he was laying on the ground, overselling it. You would have thought bro got hit by a bus or something. He probably had to go to concussion protocol. Jelly Roll was seeing more colors than a bag of jelly beans. That was hilarious, man. But what's not so funny is Triple H is investing all this time into him while Royce Keys is spending so much time in catering, he done became the head chef in the WWE. I heard bro make some good oxtails. I heard he makes a bomb curry chicken and rice. I even heard he got some of the best macaroni and cheese. As far as the leftovers, just think about his slogan, I take everything that I want. So at least he getting something out of his WWE contract. Triple H is on the road to WrestleMania, and it seems like the car he's in is push to start. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because it's obvious. This guy doesn't need keys! So y'all could have left him in AEW for all that. This is all whack! There were a lot of rumors that Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu was gonna have a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 40 snooze, but that wasn't the case. Nick Aldis actually made it official last night that it'll be an unsanitized match. And I think this is, oh my bad y'all, I keep saying that. I actually mean unsanctioned match. I keep saying unsanitized because last night, Jacob Fatu showed up to the building like someone slipped him a laxative, holding his stomach, squinting his face like he got the bubble guts. Who bro be saying I'm all gas, no brakes? Last night you was all gas and I don't know, just all gas. His nickname is the Samoan Werewolf, but last night his nickname was the runner-up because he spent all night on the toilet taking a number 2, and a lot of people was confused, man. They was wondering how did he get through the metal detectors? He was able to still somehow blow the bathroom up! And it's a rumor that it was the rice and beans that Royce cooked in catering that caused all of this. And the camera actually caught someone trying to use the restroom and then had to immediately walk back out because it smelled like a dead body. I'm gonna show you this.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.
This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Crackdown started off with Randy Orton coming out, cutting a promo, man. You know, Randy Orton been fire on Crackdown. Randy Orton and Trick Williams been only 2 reasons to watch this show. But even them can't help it certain weeks, man. So he comes out, he cuts a promo, and out of nowhere, you got Woo Woo Woo, formerly known as Woo Woo Woo. We got Matt Cardona coming out here. Randy Orton beat the brakes off him last week. Beat the brakes and rotors off him, if you ask me. He came back with a cast on his arm, and he wasn't smoked. He hits Randy Orton with the mic, man. Snuffs Randy Orton, and then that's it from there, man. Randy Orton, he goes crazy backstage. He's demanding Nick Aldis puts him in a match with Matt Cardona. He says if it doesn't happen, and he runs into Matt Cardona tonight. I seen somebody say this, maybe somebody on Twitter, man. He said Randy Orton cracked Matt Cardona's arm, and next he's gonna crack his skull, man. One of my mans, my bad if I forgot who said that on X. That was fire, man. But yeah, Randy Orton was on demon time, man. So he wound up just making the match. Matt Cardona, Randy Orton. Matt Cardona has a broken arm, but still the match got sanctioned or whatever, however, but you know, this is professional wrestling, right? Next, you got a fire segment with Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Whoop that trick! Talking with Nick Aldis backstage. Well, actually, it was Trick Williams and Nick Aldis talking, man. Nick Aldis was letting Trick know, bro, you're over. You're over with the crowd. You're over every city you go to. I gotta put you on Mania. It's all love, man. Sami Zayn walks back there. He's wondering why he's not on Mania. But as he's walking around, Trick Williams say, whoa, whoa, Sami, you going the wrong direction. Catering's that way. Sami Zayn snuffs Trick Williams and he says, oh man, I got a way to get to WrestleMania. Of course you do, Sammy. You're Triple H's golden boy. You're Sammy Hogan. Of course you got one. I am so sick of the overbooking of Sammy Hogan. We can't let this guy struggle for a few months. He was just doing everything right. He got to the top, got a championship opportunity at Royal Rumble, lost that match, went on a small streak of losses, and guess what? He's back on the top with the U.S. title, beating the Carmelo Hayes, but we'll talk about that a little bit later, man. Next, you got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus you can look, but you can't touch. Oh my God, this storyline sucks. It sucks. The Bella Twins, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. God, the women's tag team titles mean absolutely nothing. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, I don't know why they're still doing the best friend stuff. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, they finally stopped it. I don't know why they didn't stop this that same night. Alexa Bliss could be booked way better. Charlotte Flair could be booked way better. They could actually help the singles division in WWE as far as the women's, but no, let's put them as a tag team. Whatever, dog. The Bella Twins winds up winning the match. Lash Legend and Nia Jax wind up beating everybody up. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley comes out, and what do you know? Sorry for the spoiler alert, but they're about to try to squeeze everybody in at WrestleMania. Bayley, Lyra Valkyria versus the Bella Twins versus Lash Jax, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, all tag team turmoil, whatever. For the tag team titles, it's just a filler match. No storyline, nothing compelling, nothing entertaining. Why would I care? Speaking of tag teams, you got I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs as a guy that can't get nobody from me. TLC! AKA Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Meechin. T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili. Cutting a promo with Rhea Ripley. They're going back and forth. Oh my God, I said this on my live yesterday. Bro, I promise you, I would love to see the script for these two women. It literally sounds like they're reading off a script, dog, word for word. They're not missing a syllable, a period, a comma, dog. They're not going off script, not even a little bit. They're staying on script for the T, and it just, they're staying on script to the T, and it sounds so robotic from both women. I expected so much more from this feud, dog. WWE drops the ball again. Dog, this feud had heat. This feud had people talking backstage. They had the perfect opportunity to tell a story, to blur the lines between professional wrestling and real life, that in-between part where the magic actually happens. And they just booked some overproduced crap from these women. This sucks. B-Fab winds up having a match with Rhea Ripley just to get DQ'd. They jump Rhea Ripley, and I'm just counting in my head before I go nuclear to where I gotta hear Eagle Sky comes back because she's helping her best friend. Great! Dog, this is trash. God, bro, why can't WWE just take a risk a little bit sometimes? Sometimes. Next, you got Kit Wilson getting a curse put on him by the future WWE Hall of Famer, Danhausen. And man, this guy has been on WWE week in, week out. He haven't missed a beat. He haven't missed a live show. He's on Main Event. He's on the pre-show, Raw, Crackdown, WrestleMania, everything. Great. I wish Keys could get at least a percentage of that attention that Danhausen's getting. So he puts a curse on Kit Wilson, then Kit Wilson and Jelly Roll start. Then of course Jelly Roll wins the match because that's another guy that's being booked like a WWE Hall of Famer. That's another guy that might win the Undisputed Championship the way they're doing it. Jelly Roll, he wins the match, man, and I gotta be honest too, dog. Even though I'm kind of sick of the booking for Jelly Roll, that's on the creative side. As far as Jelly Roll, you could tell he's been putting his reps in, he's been putting his work in, he's taking it serious. He doesn't look at wrestling as a quick come up or some type of, money grab or something like that. Like Logan Paul, he actually loves the business, and I think when you really love the business and you love something, it's going to translate, especially to people that has passion in being creative. We could tell from a mile away if something is just a cash grab or if something actually is this something you're interested in. working, you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10 we could tell, and I'll be sitting here capping, telling you that Jelly Roll is doing a horrible job or he's horrible or anything like that. In my opinion, I think bro is doing a solid job since he's been in WWE. I just think he's overbooked severely. Next, you got the ultimate travesty, Sammy Hogan hawking up and getting another championship to go into WrestleMania, Triple H's golden boy. We didn't get the picture because, of course, Lazy Levesque didn't show up to Crackdown. I can't blame him. The show sucks! And it's not even worth the gas money or the flying mileage to even show up. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure he was watching it on Zoom. Matter of fact, I don't even think he was watching this show, honestly. I think he took the night off. But Sami Zayn wins the title. Carmelo Hayes just treated unfairly, bro. No storyline for his whole U.S. title reign. The least you could do is give him some type of payoff for holding this stupid title down with no storyline but still making it look good by giving him an opportunity to be on a WrestleMania card. You take him off 3 weeks before the main of, oh my God, dog, I want to snap! We got 3 weeks left though, man. So hopefully Carmelo Hayes can squeeze in. Also, it's not all bad. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I don't think this is all bad. Because honestly, Carmelo Hayes got left out. That was bitter, right? It's like bittersweet. That was the bitter part. The sweet part is Trick Williams could win the U.S. title at his first WrestleMania. That's fire. Is it worth Carmelo Hayes not going to WrestleMania? I don't think all that needed to happen because they wasn't really telling a story of Sami Zayn and Trick Williams how they should have, in my opinion. So screw it. Just put them in a triple threat match. You can still tell the story slight weight, but whatever, man. It's like one dude gets screwed, so somebody else to go over, so it's bittersweet. But if Trick Williams could win the U.S. title at WrestleMania, then he could go on Crackdown the following Friday and say he's not doing the U.S. Open Challenge because it sucks. Thumbs up from me. I'm letting everybody know, y'all. If you get mad when I yell or I act belligerent, let's pray. Let's hope and pray Sami Zayn doesn't go over at WrestleMania. I don't care how long he had the U.S. title. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't care. He goes over Trick Williams at WrestleMania. I'm going nuclear. Next, you got Jacob Fatu. Man, shout out to Jacob Fatu. It's unfortunate. It seems like somebody gave him a laxative. He came to this Crackdown with the bubble guts. Jacob Fatu coming to Crackdown, needing to hit the bathroom soon as he get to the building, man. This picture is funny, man. But he got beef with, what's his name, Drew McIntyre. They both all battered and bruised from fighting for 3 hours last week. They trying to get it on again, but Nick Aldis comes out and say, nah, let's do it at WrestleMania. The match is going to be unsanctioned. You could tell WWE watches a lot of AEW. AEW, that's their thing. Unsanctioned match. Darby Allin, Gabe Kidd just had one. WWE season sync great. Click copy, click paste. Thanks, Triple GPT. Next, you got a meaningless match from Julia versus Tiffany Stratton. This was like a match I really didn't care about. Julia won. They're going to find a way to get Julia and Tiffany Stratton back on the WrestleMania card so Tiffany Stratton can win the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania. Oh my God, bro. I don't care about this feud. I don't care about the Women's U.S. Championship. I don't care about this storyline. Tiffany Stratton has fell off so bad, dog, and it's not her fault. She's great. If you put Tiffany Stratton Hill, we could actually get something out of her, bro. This babyface Tiffany Stratton sucks and is handcuffing her because she's not playing to her strengths. That is her weakness, being a babyface. I think she's a natural heel. How does WWE Creative don't get this? Last, you got a match with Matt Cardona and Randy Orton. Let me say this too, because I don't feel like I said this. Matt Cardona is in a very good position going up to WrestleMania. Anybody in the Indies should be very, very inspired and motivated by seeing this. We're talking about a guy that got kicked out of WWE, or got released actually. He went to the Indies, became the indie god, had all these fire matches, just really promoted himself, killed the independent scene, got back with the Fed, went through peaks and valleys of being put on pre-shows, being put in Kings of Catering backstage. Somehow, weeks before WrestleMania, he's in a feud with Randy Orton. Wow, Cody Rhodes could take some time off TV. I give you that, bro. I'ma call a spade a spade. WWE Creative, you did the right thing with Matt Cardona. That is how you utilize somebody like Matt Cardona, bro. He could take a beating. He could sell. He could tell a story. Randy Orton and these guys knew each other for a long time. That is what you're supposed to do with Matt Cardona. So I don't think he's a jobber. If he's on a WrestleMania card or not, really, I don't care, bro. I want him in something that means something, a storyline. Even if Royce Keys wasn't on WrestleMania, I'm not tripping. If he's in something that means something, a storyline, I'm cool with that, bro. Because that means so much more than a random match on WrestleMania or a random match on any card, bro. Stories, moments, that means something. Matt Cardona gave us the moment with Randy Orton breaking his arm. You know what I mean? That's a moment. Like, come on, dog. Matt Cardona takes a good beating, man, from Randy Orton. Then you got Cody Rhodes coming off the bus. And I'm thinking Cody Rhodes gonna have a sledgehammer, a jackhammer. I'm thinking he probably grabbed a strap. No, none of that, bro. He comes out, he says, I just want to talk. Then they start rumbling. Randy Orton winds up leaving with all this, showing all of his. Randy Orton winds up leaving, laughing at Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes not even inflict any damage on Randy Orton. So great job, Raheem. Crackdown goes off with Jelly Roll getting RKO'd. I call him Jellyfish because he's, you know what I mean? He's reminding me of a fish. He's flopping around. I think Vita said that in my live yesterday, man. So shout out to her, man. But yeah, dog, Jelly Roll, Jellyfish, whatever you want to call him. He sold it pretty cool. It was on the brink of being, you know what I mean, a little bit too much, but I take it, bro. Like I said, I'm cool with effort, man. As far as effort, Crackdown didn't give much. Sorry. Carmelo Hayes, bad decision. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, that whole stuff was nothing but a waste of time. Too much Jelly Roll for me. Once again, Randy Orton, Trick Williams was the best thing on this show. Everything else is mid or either just straight complete trash. Sorry, but let me know in the comments what you think about that. Monday we got Raw. I'm dreading it, y'all. Raw sucks so bad. God, I'm dreading watching Raw, bro. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. Actually, Raw is going to be in Madison Square Garden, so let's hope that they give a little bit more effort, man. But what do you think about Royce Keys, bro? Do you think Royce Keys will finally make an appearance on the Raw after WrestleMania? Because it seems like Triple H is on the road with a push to start and thinking he don't need Keys for WrestleMania, so whatever, man. What else? What do y'all think about Carmelo Hayes? Do y'all think Carmelo Hayes got done dirty? 91 days, no storylines, one championship, a bunch of matches that were great but mean nothing? What do you think about that, man? And I'm going to holler at y'all Monday for whatever that show is, man. This is Bobby Basu. 215, like, comment, subscribe. Wow!